Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully your guys' day is going well. We're talking about chest today. How to build a bigger chest. We've done a few of these videos in the past. We got to keep them fresh, keep you guys learning, and keeping that real fitness progression growing. So we're talking about chest today. I'm gonna pick 5 exercises that I do on a near weekly basis. Some of them get augmented within different forms, different functions, but for the most part, these are the 5 go-to chest exercises I use to help promote and hopefully grow a really powerful and strong chest. That is the muscle that people say they want to work on the most. Everyone wants that Captain America muscle and big arms. In virtue of going after those large pecs, you will get better shoulders, you will get better arms. So progressing towards large pecs is gonna, in virtue of those, get better things along the way. First up, right out the gate, is bench press. Very simple one. People do this a little bit different every time. It's good to mix up not only incline, decline, or regular, but switch from dumbbell to barbell as well. This one, I'm going 5 by 5. Obviously, this is one set. The second clip will be a slowed down version of the first set. That way you guys can get a better look at form and function. One thing you'll notice right out the gate is that I don't touch my chest completely. I go about, a fist above the chest. That is the point at which your chest, your pecs, are the maximum engaged they're going to be. Anything lower than that is gonna work on rear delts and shoulders. And honestly, I wanna put all of that pump, all of that really good blood flow into the pectoral muscles and not anything else. So I stop about 5 to 4 inches right before I touch my chest. And that is gonna get you the maximum pump into the chest and a little bit out of the arms. This one is an incline cable pull through. This way, it is eliminating the sort of stability issues of pulling them straight down off the cables. It is utilizing a incline bench to get the most amount of chest isolation possible. A lot of times when you see people doing this standing up, they use a little bit of their body weight to help bring the weights down. In this sort of function, you get no chance to use body weight against you. It is pure weight, which is why when I tried to slot 72.5, which is what I normally do standing up, it was an abysmal fail because this is strictly just triceps, chest, and shoulders, and honestly I couldn't bang it at the 72.5, so I had to drop the weight, put a lot more of that isolation, that mind to muscle connection through the pecs, and get that much more of a pump out of it. The big things with this, slow, steady movements. The fastest you can do it is the fastest you can do it smooth. I will say that over and over again. This one, really simple incline press. I use 100-pound dumbbells because I feel like that's the large weight capacity that I can consistently hit, and my gym doesn't have anything bigger. Honestly though, even if we did have 130-pound dumbbells, I think it'd be a little irresponsible to really go for that heavy weight when I feel 100 for 5 is really comfortable. The big thing with this, I use my belt to add that core stability, and again, you're coming down to just below that 90, not all the way down. If you're getting 100-pound dumbbells all the way down here, there's no more chest activation. It's becoming a little bit of the delts, a little bit of that triceps, getting that all the way up. And if you're not benefiting your chest all the way, putting all of that maximum pump and blood through those pecs, then honestly, you're not getting the full exercise out of it, and then that sort of defeats the purpose. So you can see I go just below 90 degrees, that parallel, to get a good squeeze, a good contraction through that pec, and then progress to the next exercise. Lifting up your legs and dampening the absorption of those hundreds is gonna save some serious pressure other than just banging them on your knees. The next one right here is Arnold Press. One of my favorites because as of like 2.5 months ago, I can only do 30s, maybe 35s with these, just because that bad right shoulder didn't really like it too much. Now I'm rapidly progressing. I've hit 90s for 5 is my highest PR right now. These ones right here are 80s. We did the Arnold presses a little bit later than normal in the routine, and honestly the fatigue definitely shows in this video. It's a heavy exercise alone. Nevertheless, doing 80s makes it really heavy. The big thing is to keep that weight nice in front of you when you're bringing sort of the chest fly portion of the Arnold press. Everyone can do the shoulder press. It's really controlling the nice 90-degree pec fly motion of the Arnold Press that's the hardest part. Keeping that back really nice and isolated onto that seat, not moving your legs. I actually have my feet forward onto the front like footrest of this exact seated platform to get the most amount of adhesion to the back of that chair, as to allow the most amount of power to be transferred into the arms and not allow sort of like a weird motion of your back, which I've definitely seen, and it's not a good thing to add in. And then again, lifting up your legs on the last rep is gonna help dampen that absorption of those heavy weights in your legs and stop you from getting really good bruises right on the top of your thighs. A big thing to consider with Arnold Press, start light. Don't immediately try to drop heavy. It's a really taxing involvement exercise with your shoulders and triceps. Start light, do it smart. This one right here is a Landmine Press and a Smith machine. Sometimes you'll see people do these with the silver triangle where they lace it over the bar. I think that adds a little bit of insecurity. Not only does the bar kind of want to turn itself because it's on a Smith machine, and then midway through the set you lock it and it sort of ruins your pump. Doing it with your hands like this makes you do the sort of what I would think to be safe weight, and honestly you can get a little bit closer to your chest without having to use that metal triangle. The big thing with this is getting really close to your chest whilst not setting it down, and then not super hyper extending those elbows at the very top aspect. This one is unique. It's different, but it will seriously burn out the very center part of your pec, the very innermost section of your chest, and then you get a really good tricep burn. All of these 5 exercises are incredibly good at targeting, and targeting alone just your chest if you do them correctly. The big thing for adding that mass, adding a bigger chest and getting a really well-rounded upper pectoral region is trying new things. If it sucks, it probably sucks because it works. So you gotta really jump outside the box and get the most out of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you know of an exercise you wanna see a quick tutorial on, or maybe you want a exercise that's in your routine and broken down to see maybe if it can be done a little bit more efficiently. Not that we are at all experts, but we spent 10 years in the bodybuilding game. I know a lot of really good ways to make a simple exercise a really, really well done, super effective exercise with just a little bit of a tweak. We've been there, we've done it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, thanks for watching everybody. Take it easy.